Hey everyone! I know it's been a while since I've put a video out, but that's what I'm here to do tonight. But I'm actually going to do one where I talk through it, which is new for me. Usually I just speed it up and add music and put the words across the screen. So it's a little different. It's going to be pretty simple. It's going to be pretty easy. I'm going to be starting with City and Color. I don't know if you can read that on there. It's the Matte and Shimmer shadow palette. So we are going to use some of the blues today. And we're just going to have fun and do something cool and funky and fun, because what else is there to do when you're stuck at home 90% of the time? I already primed my eyelids. I just used Urban Decay. I don't really like eyeshadow primer. I'd rather use foundation. I just think that it works better. So, first of all, we're going to take my BH Cosmetics tiny brush here, and we are going to start with the darkest blue. So, we'll start with that right there. And we're just going to start putting that on our eyelids. Can't even talk tonight. So, the reason you want to wear a primer is because then your color will pop. And we're just going to do this part first. See how I've got it on there? And don't worry about fallout or edges, because what I always do is I go back in with a wipe of some sort and clean up when I'm done, because that's the easiest thing to do. All right, so we're gonna go in and do the other one. Now you don't have to use blues. You can use whatever bright colors you want. I just wanted to do a real pop of color tonight and play around for something fun and different, because I always kind of stick to the same things. I have a really hard time going out of my comfort zone, even with makeup, and I don't know why, because I love it, and I love bright colors, and I love doing this, but I have a really hard time, like, changing up, so I'm also challenging myself tonight. Okay, so now, as you can see, I've got just the base covered. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's pretty bright. So then I'm going to go in. Let me find my other brush. We are going to still use the BH Cosmetics brushes because I absolutely love them. They're like such amazing brushes. And it's the number 5. I use this brush a lot for blending because it's quite full and makes blending so much easier. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to go back to my little brush, sorry. And we're going to use the darker blue. So that was, we're going to use this one now. And we are just going to put it along the edges. If you could see what I'm doing here, okay or not. Again, don't worry about the fallout, because that's so easy to clean up. This is why I do my foundation after my eyes usually. But, I mean, it's summer and I've barely been wearing any makeup anyway. I don't know about you all, but I hate wearing foundation in the summer. I would much rather just do like an oil on my face and maybe like a tint, but I really do not like using foundation in the summer. Okay, so now I'm gonna use my green. So all the colors we're using today is on this palette. Now I got this palette at Winners, and I think I got it for quite a cheap price. I want to say that I paid around $10 for it, maybe. Winners is really good, folks. They have brand high-end makeup for cheap. I've bought a lot of my palettes from there. Absolutely love it. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with my little brush after cleaning it. And I'm going to put a little, I'm going to make the green a little more intense here because I want to be able to see that there's blue and green on my eyelid. Oh yeah, we're getting some good colorage now. I don't know if you guys can see. Now the absolute key to doing any bright colors whatsoever is blending. Blending, 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 blending. And you're going to go back and forth between your brushes. And that's okay because that's what you want to do. And now I'm just going to take probably this neutral color right here and just do it just so that it's not such a drastic stop. I'm going to go right up in here and just gently put it under my eyebrows. This just sort of makes it not such a harsh line up there. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, right now I kind of look like a clown, but I promise it won't when I'm done. Okay, I'm just going to get that little wipe. Try and get some of that off. Okay, so now I think I'm good on the eyeliner. Now I'm debated adding some glitter on my actual glitter. Let's see what I got here. Okay, I have my, I used to be so into lit glitter. Not so much anymore, but anyways, it's a loose powder glitter and you're supposed to use like a glue with it. But I don't want to use the glue with it, so I think what I'm going to do is try just patting it on. And you're going to do just the center. Just like that. I don't know if you can see that. Just down the center. And it will stay. Now, I can do this because I only want a very little amount of glitter. If you want like a bit to be really glittery, then you would have to use the glue. And I'm pretty sure my glue that came with it is long dried up. You could probably use an eyelash glue too. But I'm not. All right, so I think what I will do is pause this for a minute and do my foundation, and then I will be back to finish off the eye. Okay, so I just quickly did my foundation, and I've decided that I want to add a little bit more color. It's just not poppy enough for me, so we are going to come back in with that little brush again. Recommend you get a little brush like this. It's kind of rounded on the ends. Love it. And I'm going to come in with some yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And I am just going to put that around the edge on top. Yeah, now we're talking. My camera is it's kind of a crappy camera, so it's really hard for all these colors to show up how bright they are in person. But I promise you they are. Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then I need a really small brush. I think I'm gonna stick with my BH Cosmetics brushes, and maybe where my eyeliner brush is. I'll just use this. So this is my BH, and it's a very flat one. It is number 11, BH Cosmetics, and we're going to. I'm going to start with the dark blue. We're going to go into the corner like that. Okay. See that? Just a little bit of dark blue there. Okay. And then I'm going to transition it into green. The green, same green we used up here. See that? Blue to green. It's so weird talking to yourself on camera when you're alone. So I kind of feel like I'm a crazy person. I guess I am a crazy person. All right, and then we're going to use the yellow, the same yellow we used before, and we're just going to finish off going on the inside there. Yeah, I'm liking. And I'm going to take it into the corner, because that pop of yellow in the corner will be nice. Okay. For some reason, there we go. Okay, so I've just went the dark blue to the green to the yellow. Simple. And they just blend together on their own. It's no big. It's easy. Then I'm gonna use my trusty LA Colors black liquid liner. I like to put this right along my lash line in here. Kind of makes your eyes pop a little more. Now, for ladies like myself who are hitting the 40 mark pretty soon, yeah, it's nice to do the wing liner. And I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. It looks good. But for me, I prefer, and this is a new technique that I've started using, instead of putting eyeliner on, well, especially in the summer too, because I don't have less makeup to sweat off. But I guess if you're going out, as if you can go out right now. Anyways, what I do is I take this and I put it along the inner lash line on the top of my eye, and it just kind of like makes your eye pop, gives you a little bit of eyeliner without it touching, wrecking what you've done here. Plus, it works better for women that are older. It just looks better. It makes your eye pop better without having this thick eyeliner along the top. Now, I've just recently started doing this, even though I've known about it for a long time. And I still struggle with it. So you guys are going to watch me struggle, put it on there, and it'll make your eyes water until you get used to it. But anyways, I try not to look. Some women hold it up. But again, I can't really look at it. And you just got to go along the eyelash. And it makes a big difference. Or you can close your eye. I've learned that this sometimes works too. Because you're literally just lining like that inside waterline on top. I don't know. I just really love this new trick, and this has been my go-to all summer. I haven't worn any eyeliner except for on my waterline. Of course, I'm going to go put it on my nicely done eyeshadow. Okay, so that's done. And of course, I'm just going to quickly, I know a lot of makeup artists, when they do their videos, use false lashes, but I'm trying to stay away from that because I want people to see what looks will look like without those big flashy eyelashes on. I don't know, and again, it's summertime, so I don't really want anything heavy on my eye because it gets, let's face it, it gets hot, and that's the last thing you want is to sweat your eyelashes off. And well, I don't do fake eyelashes. Well, because one, I had an allergic reaction and my eyes swelled up and it was so nasty. And number two, I'm trying to be more natural these days. So which means no nails, no fake eyelashes, none of that. It's just straight up me the way I am. So anyways, I do recommend that you always, whatever eyelash stuff you use, that you always use a primer, because it just kind of helps you separate and lift your eyelashes and makes them look thicker, like that. I mean, to each their own, but that would be my recommendation. My favorite, and I mean, I've tried everything. I've tried Unique. I've tried all of those ones. Like, they're supposed to make your eyelashes longer. I'm good old trusty L'Oreal, man. It's my go-to, and it always will be because it's always been dependable. And I like the way their eyelash mascara works. It just, It does the job, and it always has. Ever since I was a teenager, actually. Although I did go through that Maybelline Great Lashes one. The major eyelashes look like spiders. Do you remember that? I made a lot of makeup mistakes in my younger years before I knew what I was doing. You know, my daughter's so lucky. She's 9, and she's been watching me do my makeup in front of camera and off camera and for weddings and whatnot for years. So she's really paid attention. So she's not going to go through that weird stage where she doesn't know what she's doing with makeup. I mean, she comes down and she plays with my makeup and she comes up and I'm like, damn, like, where did you learn? That's some skills for being 9. So she's not allowed to wear makeup out of the house, just so you know. But she's allowed to wear it in the house. So when she's a teenager and she's allowed to start wearing it out of the house, she's got her foot in the door for being pretty good to go. Like, she's good, guys, like, for 9. But I think it's one of those things that you either have a knack for it or you don't, you know? And practice. That's like the key, right? Okay, so I finished my eyes, and I did do my eyebrows while I was on a pause break. Just going to do a little contouring here. Now for contouring, I use these brushes that I think I got from my daughter, but they work great for contouring. They're very flat and not very, I can't remember where we got them for her, but I love them, so I use them. I'm going to find, maybe, see, I can tell my daughter's been into my stuff lately because I can't find anything. Everything's just so disorganized. Maybe I won't be using that contour palette because I can't seem to find it. That she used it. Let's see what else I got here. I don't like that one. It's too dark. Okay, I guess I'm sticking with my Too Faced because I can't find my Urban Decay. My Too Faced Peach one. I use this a lot because it's not too harsh. And then I always start with the darkest. And I just put it on the edge like that. Give it a blow off, make sure. And then I just go in like that. And this gives me a nice contour line, but not too dark or too crazy. Now, I'm going to reiterate again that I never wear this much makeup. Like, ever. I mean, if I'm going out or in the winter and I'm going out, but in the summer, I just can't bring myself to wear a full face, like full makeup face like this. It's just too much. Okay, and then a little bit up in the hairline, some light contouring. I'm not a huge fan of contouring. I think that, yeah, it may look good on camera, but when you like go out in the light of day, it doesn't look that good. That's just me. That's just me. And then I'm going to use a little bit of my banana setting powder since we're going all out tonight. You know, just so I can go and take this all off in about an hour because it's my bedtime. And then I just lightly put it under there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a little line there now. And then set it right in here. Here's the thing about setting powder. It helps, if you're wearing a lot of makeup, it helps your concealer not to crack or start coming off. But again, it's summertime, so it's all gonna melt off anyway. But whatever, we're gonna do it because we're not going out in the heat anyway. See, and then I go along here. So I went under my eyes, and I like to come down into here when I'm doing it, which isn't very often. Now, I don't contour my nose or none of that stuff because I like my nose. I don't need it to look smaller. But if you want to, you can contour your nose, which I'm not going to show you because I don't like contouring my nose. All right, I'm just going to blend that in. It's looking pretty good. I haven't done a full face makeup in so long. I was a little worried doing it live like this. All right, then I'm going to take the same brand of no-name kid brushes. And see, I don't just stick to one kind. I kind of use drugstore and high-end. I'm not picky. So we're going to use the L'Oreal Infallible blush palette. And I think I'm going to use this one right here. Same thing, side. So when you do it, just go to the side like that. Get a little blow. Add your color. So how has everyone's summer been? Haven't really made any videos or anything? Tell me in the comments how your summer's been, what you've been doing to stay sane through all this chaos that is the world right now. And let me know what you've been up to. Give me something to read, something to do. And then I'm going to go back to my Too Faced Peach again, and I'm going to just use the highlighter on there because it's pretty, it's not overpowering. And you just go above the blush that you just put on, and then I just kind of blend it all together because I don't like there to be harsh lines. I have a really hard time with harsh lines. And I know lots of girls use it, and a lot of makeup people on Instagram, they use it. Like they want the lines and the contour, but I'm so old. I'm so stuck in the old ways that I want it all to blend when I'm going this far. Now I'm just probably going to dot my nose because I always do that. For some reason, I think it's so cute when the end of the nose, if I'm doing a full make. And right here as well. Cupid's bow. I think I might go in with my Ofra. Love this stuff. If you're into highlighter, this is the stuff you want. And I'm just, again, I'm going to use my finger because I don't like brushes for this. And I'm just going to lighten right there a little bit. And right there. Now I'm using an English accent. Don't know why. And the nose again. And Cupid's bow. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish it now because I did such a like crazy eye. I'm going to do a very natural nude lip. If I can find one because we all know that my daughter likes to take my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use the MAC Luster in Hug Me. I like this one. I really, really like this one. And no, I'm not using a lip liner because I freaking hate lip liner. Because then everyone overlines, and then when it comes off, you got like this line around and you look really ridiculous. Sorry, but you do. So, we're just going to lipstick what the good Lord gave me, which isn't a lot of lips, but they're pretty good. They're bad. Or not necessarily even. There we go, folks. And that's it. I think I'm done. Now, like I said, if you really want to go all out, you are more than welcome to add false lashes. I'm sorry I'm not going to show you, but I can't, I'm not into it right now, so it's not going to be done. But yeah, so here's the finished look. My blending could have been a little better, but so again, these colors are so much brighter than which one. It's my lighting sucks in here. But it is very vibrant, and I'm actually really like it. I don't know if I would wear it in public. Maybe if I was like going out somewhere, but you know what? Do you? I mean, why not play? That's what makeup's for, right? Playing around, trying different things. Going out of your comfort zone once in a while, and it's fun. And I mean, it's just makeup, you can take it off, it's not permanent. So anyways, so I think that's it, guys. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and share, and I would be forever grateful. I hope that you're all staying safe out there right now and staying sane, and until my next video, y'all take care. Bye.